If Sons of Anarchy had a baby with True Detective during a caffeine-fueled therapy session about trust issues, Task would be the result. Task dives deep into the seedy underbelly of biker gangs, corruption, and loyalty. The kind of loyalty that gets people killed. The show follows a government task force investigating a criminal biker crew that actually functions surprisingly well until they're robbed. Then it's chaos, betrayal, and blood, in that order. Between a kidnapped kid, a murderous adopted son about to be released, and a leader who might be next to fall, Task keeps the throttle fully open from the first scene to the last. Mark Ruffalo leads as Tom, the wary vet of the task force, exuding that seasoned, I've seen too much energy. That's half trauma, half wisdom. He gives the kind of performance where every sigh feels like it's carrying the weight of 3 failed marriages and 2 near-death shootouts. Then there's Jamie McShane as Perry, the biker gang's menacing elder statesman. He's got this chilling calm that makes you believe he'd strangle you with his rosary while humming Johnny Cash. Robbie and Cliff, played by Tom Pelphrey and Raul Castillo, formed the show's most bizarrely effective duo. One calm and collected, the other an anxiety attack in human form. Somehow their dysfunction makes them efficient, like a grenade with a GPS. And a special shout out to Sam Keeley, the Irish bad boy who brings that effortless charm and chaotic energy he's actually known for. You just know he had fun being that bad boy here. That's my guy. Visually, Task looks expensive. HBO didn't skimp on the grit. The camera work leans heavy on smoky lighting, handheld tension, and some deliciously messy flashbacks that fill in Robbie's tragic backstory. Those flashbacks give the show real emotional weight, grounding all the carnage with a bit of heart. The music and the score? Moody blues with a country undertone like someone played a cigarette break. It fits perfectly. Now, the gunshot sounds, absolutely cartoon chaos. I'm talking pew, pew, pew instead of bang, bang, bang. A shame really, because everything else is polished to perfection, and the editing flexes some creative mirror shots like scenes where old and young characters face off in simultaneous duels. At its core, Task is about corruption and grief and the impossible choices between justice and survival. There's a delicious mirroring between the Task team and the Dark Hearts biker crew, both riddled with politics, betrayal, and rats in their midst. Everyone's out to find their traitor, but no one's clean enough to judge. Tom's adopted son Ethan being released after murdering his wife adds a haunting subplot that ripples across every storyline. It's grim, unsettling, and a reminder that the line between law and outlaw isn't just blurred, it's non-existent. When Tom finally ends up kidnapped by Robbie, the dynamic between them is electric. 2 men on opposite sides of the moral spectrum, yet painfully similar in purpose. It's one of the best written exchanges of the season. And that finale? Chef's kiss. Explosions of emotion with layers of suspense, betrayal, and redemption. It's a proper HBO ending. Gives you closure but leaves just enough open that you spend hours in Reddit threads theorizing season 2. Task is tense, bold, and beautifully acted. The writing dances between gritty realism and poetic irony. There's a lot to unpack. Loyalty, family, revenge, but it never feels overstuffed. Sure, the gunshot audio might sound like a Nerf gun convention, but when the story hits this hard, who cares? If you like your drama dirty, your heroes conflicted, and your villains oddly philosophical, Task is your next obsession.